Alright, welcome back guys to another gun build in Modern Warfare 2. Today we're going to be looking at the Expedite 12, or more or less a really high-end mobility shotgun out of all the others. Doesn't really have that much of a stopping power, like range or effective damage range like all the other shotguns, but it can still have that one-shot kill range, while also being a lot more spammy. So if you're hiding behind cover, you can get really good follow-up shots on the people, and it's not entirely, or it's not incredibly bad per se. It fills its role in pretty well, and it's not like an incredibly spammy of a shotgun to where the one-shot kill range is pretty much non-existent. You can get kills right outside of point-blank range, so it is still fairly good. But what I want to go over is the absolute broken potential this shotgun now has that people may not even be talking about for the shotgun, because it's a shotgun. No one really uses these things a whole lot except for sweats. And what this is going to be is the insanely broken mobility build to it. So as the time of me making this video, it's the Season 1 Reloaded, where we have the Honey Badger added in, or the Chimera is what they're calling it now. But with this, they also made an update to where they added in the new category for attachments for the Expedite, and these are the guards. So you have the TV CF40 guard, the AZ40 short guard, and the Azarov T15. Obviously, one of them gives you recoil steadiness, flinch resistance, crouch movement speed, aim down sight speed, sprint speed, and hip walking speed, which is really cool. So what I want to go with right here is, like I said, maximum mobility. So I want to go ahead and select one of these guards. Now, I already have the gun fully leveled up, so I'm able to tune the attachments as well, which I will be doing. And what I want to go over here is that this shotgun will have the fastest sprint to fire speed of any other gun in the game. You will be able to blast a hole straight through someone well before they even lift up their gun, and this will also apply to beating other SMGs in the game, which is, considered to be the lightest end of guns. I'm not sure about handguns though. I haven't tested those out yet, but I don't think it's that fast. But it is very, very competitive. Don't really need to say more about that on that end, but what I want to go over is the entire mobility build. For this, for the guard, I want to go ahead and go with the TV guard, or the very first one that you get. It just changes the bottom one to where, or the bottom guard to where it looks a little bit more smooth and carbon fiber kind of looking. So I'm going to the tuning, and I want to go tune the very bottom for the length all the way down towards sprint to fire speed, and all the way down the crouch movement speed. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also go all the way up to aim walking steadiness, and that'll make the bounce for your gun while walking back and forth not that bad. Or if you want to do that, so you can actually have like way better, the steadiness on there. So I'll go ahead and put that on there for now for the actual steadiness. Or steadiness for the actual aim walking steadiness. I don't normally put that on there. I put it on crouch movement speed, but you don't really need that. I'll be putting that on there, and right after that, you want to go to the stock. You want to go all the way down to the, what is it, the resonance stock. Man, a lot of these things have some weird names. But the collapse stock, pretty much. You want to go to there, but you can't tune it. But it will give you a bunch of pros for movement speed. So you get aim down sight speed, which will be incredibly fast. Sprint to fire speed, which is what we're going for, and movement speed, which is also a really good one. And hip control, or recoil control, which is pretty solid, even though that's going to that will not be near enough hip fire control for what we're doing. Right after that, you want to go to your laser, and you want to go all the way down to the one that actually has hip fire, or no, not that one. You want to do the 7 laser, or so the canted one, I guess, is what you would want to have. Yeah, so the canted laser, that will give you the aim down sight speed, aiming stability, sprint to fire speed, and canted laser aiming. So you can do that, or you can actually just go to the better one, which is the VLK LZR 7MW, and this one will give you way more for handling. It only does, or it does the same exact stats, but it'll actually add in a bunch more percentages to those, while making your laser a little bit visible while you're ADSing. So it's a little bit different from the canted laser. So you want to be putting that on there. Again, you can't really tune it, but it's really there for the sprint to fire speed. Right after that, so we also put on like the smaller stock, because if you actually go to different stocks, they'll open up different grips. So if you put on the aiming stability one, you can get these two, which gives you aiming stability and recoil steadiness, or the padded shotgun comb, and the ammo sleeve, so it's for ammo reserves. Or if you can put on the no stock, you can actually open up all the grips on here. So you get flinch resistance, recoil control, and aim down sight speed. So we want to do the aim down sight speed, or sprint to fire speed, and aim down sight speed with less recoil control. You put that on there. You want to tune that all the way for sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. So you have it to where it's way faster on that end. So that will now make 1, 2, 3, and 4 different attachments to help out your sprint to fire speed. So normally I can put on the light end bolt, so you can increase the fire rate of the shotgun. This makes it to where the time to kill is a little bit faster for those ranges that you need a double kill at. Or you can actually go towards one of the muzzles if you want to. This will make it to where it's a little bit more accurate. It doesn't really do a whole lot though. I think the best one for this is the full choke, which is the X10 full choke. Tune that, go to full max damage range, and actually instead of tighter pellet spread, go all the way down to sprint to fire speed. Give yourself another attachment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and all 5 attachments give you sprint to fire speed. Now I'm in the gun range. As you can see, my movement speed, normally walking, is about on par with an SMG. Like, this thing is fast. It's an incredibly aggressive shotgun now. Get ready for this. Look at that. Look at the straight speed on that. That is insane. So obviously it's a way more straighter with that. It's actually what I want to be going over. So I could actually go to here and aim walking steadiness. We're going to pull all the way back, and we're going to give a crouch movement speed. Because with that steadiness being put on there, it'll actually make it to where it's a lot faster. As you can see, there we go. Now that's actually moving really dang fast. So you have incredibly good strafing speeds for the shotgun. 1 shot and 2 shot. From that range, especially while aiming, that's how you get a kill. Like I said, it's not going to have the best of damage ranges. It doesn't really have a longer shotgun barrel to it, so it can't really get a whole lot better than that range right there. You can spam it if you want to, and the sprint fire speed like that, as you can see, is insanely fast. The only thing that's really holding this gun back now and handling is the reload speed. There you go. So incredibly good aim down sight speed as well. So you're able to aim down sight really fast. If you don't want to run the choke on there, because that does add more weight to the gun, just run the bolt, or the lighter end bolt, and you have incredibly fast aiming down sight speed. So it's obviously not as fast as other SMGs on that end, but it is still incredibly fast to acquire a target really quickly, especially while you're sprint to fire on a tactical sprint. So it's still incredibly fast on that end. So there you guys go. I just wanted to go over a really cool build for maximum aggression with the Expedite 12. This build will help you guys out when it comes to camo challenges. Don't even know exactly what all of them are. What is it? Get 15 hipfire kills from the Expedite 12. Just bum rush every enemy that you run into with this, especially on shoot house or shipment. People can't really lock onto you very well. I mean, obviously you still be able to be shot at, but I mean, it's going to be real hard for you to be very predictable on how to like match your speed, because you're moving incredibly fast with this. We have that. We also have the 30 kills while ADS with the Expedite 12. That's also a really good one. Aim down sight with this thing, because you can move incredibly fast while aiming down sight. You won't really lose any kind of mobility. So that's mostly what it's going to be used for. But you can get 40 kills with the Expedite 12. That's really straightforward. And you can also get 25 kills while prone with the Expedite, which will be great for you guys. I only have like 2 on both of those ends, and that's both laying down actually. I think I got both of them like that. So yeah, it's not too bad of a gun. I am running the camo for like the charcoal, I guess. I'll remove the camouflage. This is what it's going to look like normally. It's not going to change a whole lot. The gun's by default is in a black color, so it's not really going to change a whole lot if you put a black over on black, so it's not going to do a whole lot. Anyway, yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Personally, I think it's incredibly broken for absolute aggression. I mean, you can sometimes beat out SMGs with this if you're close enough, and if you play correctly for the map, you can absolutely destroy people. And the gun does have a lighter end bolt, and you can also put on like a longer or better attachments when it comes for stocks. For some reason, this Bryson Reverb 55 stock only comes in green. I try to put camos on top of it, but it does not change its color for some reason, which is kind of weird. Kind of bugs the heck out of me. But yeah, so you can have like different stocks. You can have way higher powered scopes that go up to 5.5 to 6.3 times, 6 times scopes, thermal sights, all that kind of good stuff, just like assault rifles and things. And you can also go to ammunition and then put on either explosive slug rounds or slug rounds, dragon breath rounds, anything that you would want to go with. If you want to be real dang toxic, you can probably put on the dragon breath rounds, put up the hip walking speed and bullet velocity, and then you got yourself a massive amount of speed with this thing. Obviously it's going to shoot a little bit slower, but you can just be a little bit extra toxic to people if you want to. I don't recommend that though, that kind of destroys your damage range if it's already not that good. Yeah, so there we go. So let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.